Welcome to Crime Time News, JA News and Entertainment with a buzz. The situation as it pertains to Jamaicans, foreigners, Caribbean people living in United States without any sorts of paperwork, documentation, illegal, overstay them time, whatever the circumstances are, is about to get worse and worser. Based on facts that are out there, it is said that the relevant authority in America, ICE, police, etc., are now paying bounty hunters to go seek and find and bring in illegal migrants, immigrants from other places. It is said that they're offering up to $1,000 per man, per woman, per body, meaning alive, that is. In some states, it is different. Some states, it is 700, 600, depending on the state, depending on their finance. So I am going to play this video from the news overseas with an individual that quit his job, and his job is now hunting down, finding, seeking, arresting illegal immigrants. And the way that he used is very unorthodox. However, this is the new management of America. We are speaking about the new Hitler. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Up with a local Newark man who is cashing in on the raids. We go to Jessica Formoso for more.
Many people in the United States are living in fear right now of being deported back to their home countries. Where I am, the streets are unusually quiet as people are staying in to avoid encountering ICE. However, that hasn't stopped local resident Chad Matola from cashing in after ICE announced they are paying $750 for any tip that leads to the deportation of an illegal alien. We caught up with Mr. Matola to learn more. Newark, New Jersey resident Chad Matola is your normal, hardworking American. By day, he drives for Uber, but he may not be doing that job much longer after his side hustle has proved to be substantially more profitable.
You know, so I've been watching the deportation raids on the news like everyone else in this country right now. And as an American, you know, I started asking myself, what can I do to help? And then I was scrolling on Twitter and I came across a post from ICE that said that they are offering $750 for any tip that leads to a successful deportation. And in that moment, a light bulb went off in my head. Yeah, because I figured, look, I order delivery all the time. I order Uber Eats, DoorDash, all that kind of stuff, right? And most of the delivery drivers, I'm pretty sure they're here illegally. I don't know that for sure, but I think I got a pretty good intuition on that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure they're here illegally. So what I've been doing is I order delivery, right? And when the driver shows up, I invite them in, ask them, yeah, hey, do you want a glass of water? That kind of thing. And then I perform a citizen's arrest on them and I lock them in my spare room. Yeah, exactly. I just keep doing that and I do that all day until eventually the room gets full. I currently have, I think, like 7 in there right now.
Legal experts have warned against imprisoning delivery people specifically based on their immigration status, as this may amount to false imprisonment, which is a felony. However, Matola remains undeterred.
And, you know, I've heard from some naysayers who have caught wind of what I'm doing, saying that falsely imprisoning people is illegal and a felony. And to them, I say, look, you don't understand. And I think a lot of people don't really know this, but you can't commit a crime against somebody that's in the country illegally. Yeah, that's right. They cancel each other out. So I'm not too worried about that because, again, as long as they're here illegally, cancels out. And sure, yes, I admit that I've made some mistakes. A few of them actually have been here legally, and I guess that was a crime. But ICE is super chill, honestly. No pun intended. But ICE is very chill about that kind of thing. They kind of just send them on their way and, you know, no harm, no foul. I give them snacks, I give them water. I mean, I let them eat the food that they're actually delivering to me. I don't even eat the food. Yeah, no, I don't even eat it. I let them eat it just for, you know, something to munch on while they're waiting for ICE to come.
So people, you heard it for yourself. You see that the America that used to be sensitive, humane place has now changed for the worse. What is very disturbing is that the man that you hear speaking, based on his name, he was probably born in our next country, probably one of those Hispanic countries. Those people have it just as hard as Jamaican, Caribbean people. But sometimes when people's circumstance change, then they change. Sometimes people want to belong. Remember, during the latest election, we see there was a group known as Latino for Trump. We see that a whole bunch of them were being deported, sent back to their home country from whence they came. Now, people, here's the thing. When it comes to America, when it comes to immigration situation right now, a lot of persons that are in America are taking care of family members overseas, whether they are from a Spanish country, whether they are from the Caribbean. The facts are these specifically to Jamaica. 33%, 1/3 of all households in Jamaica are dependent on remittance. We see that the state of Florida, the governor, DeSantis, I think his name is, he might try clamp down on it. So therefore, he is trying to stop people's food, meaning illegal persons that are up there working on farms, working in a tourist industry. The facts are these, like I've said before. Majority, don't know the percentage, so it is not scientific. I am going to say maybe about 90% of the people that are illegal from Jamaica, other Caribbean nations. I've never sold a gram of cocoa. I've never sold an ounce of weed. I've never scammed. I've never done anything illegal that is criminal. The only thing illegal about them is that they don't have the proper documentation. Another fun or sad fact is that a lot of persons that are now in America did something very illegal to get them green card, to get them citizenship, as in business, arranged, married. Isn't it Isn't it ironic that these are some of the same people that are jumping up and down talking about Trump? Do you know that immigration is getting a plan now, amendments, to check back on persons who got their green card or citizenship through illegal means by investigating cold cases in which persons are living with green card and citizenship? What if that come back and haunts you? I know many persons who are now legal, who are now citizens that went about achieving their objective through illegal means by lying to the immigration, saying that they love this man or love this woman. These are some of the people that are now jumping up and down for Trump, that are now blocking other persons from receiving the benefit that they receive. Do you know that this is the next fun fact or not so fun fact? A lot of persons try, married somebody whether they were in love or not because that person was ABUSIVE. Sometimes they pay these people for business marriage and that person want PUMSR1 COCKY, and that person was not allowing themselves to drop their standard or dignity. They paid their money and they did not get what they needed to get. They were even reported by that person. They then ended up back in Jamaica. Some of them were in the 50-something and some of them are in the 5,100 and something that is scheduled to be deported through immigration hearing, deportation hearing, it is called. So when we see stuff, amendment like this, in which the federal government, the police and ICE are paying bounty hunter to seek and find persons that are in America illegal. Just remember, family members that are Jamaican that are trying to get rid of persons in which they themselves told to come to America. When that person came to America, them buck up a hard time. Them not pay no bill, them sit down and eat off the food, they there with them too long hand, have become a burden. The people, them a customer put lock on them fridge, I talk about them, I spread all sorts of rumor on social media, disrespecting their own family. Don't you think that these same Jamaicans that came up the wrong way or the hard way are going to then start to resort to calling ICE on their own family member to get them deported for that money, cashing out on their own family? If you think that that is not going to happen, then you're fooling yourself. You don't know the mind or psyche of people. So people may just make you know that is what is going on and what is going on. And here's a next fun fact or very disturbing facts. It is said that the Trump government, through immigration, through the police, have now decided that they are going to use Guantanamo Bay, which is in Cuba, to house at least 30,000 deportees, people that are pending, don't want to go back home, not giving proper information, not telling the people them their right name, their right place of birth. So therefore, they are just swinging in the system as a pendulum. Trump and his experts have decided that, all right, if you don't want to leave, we're going to make sure, say, we forcefully remove you from America. Take you to Guantanamo Bay, which is a Navy or Army base that America is renting or leasing. So if you don't want to give them your name, if you don't want to tell them where exactly you are from, they are going to forcibly remove you from America, take you to Cuba and lock you up in that big prison that can hold in excess of 30,000 persons. Now, people, when we listen to this and see exactly what is going on, we see that the government presently in America, they are very cold, they are very inconsiderate, they are very inhumane. Because even though human rights groups are lashing out backlash on the decision, you and I know that Mr. Trump is going to do whatever Mr. Trump wants to do. He finds it very convenient. He said that it is the perfect place for these individuals that are in limbo. So for all of you Jamaicans and other persons from other Caribbean nations that don't want to leave these immigration prison in America because it is comfortable, they get 3 square meals a day that is about to shift. They are going to make sure that they deter you, so therefore you're going to run to the authorities and tell them, say, this is my name, John R. Jando, I am from Jamaica, call Jamaica fast and get me the F-U-C-K out of here. So pretty much these persons were okay with living in these prisons in America instead of going back to Jamaica, where they think that they don't stand a chance. However, when that option changed forcibly, and they are now going to Guantanamo Bay, which is leased by America, but not America, none at all. The jails over there don't have AC. The 3 square meals that you're getting is not going to be the same. Not to say that it was good from the start, but things are about to change drastically. So we can expect that 5,100 and plus to be extended dramatically or drastically even worse. People, things are about to change for the worse, and it is obvious by the amendments that are being done by Trump. So for all of you people that voted for him, you need to check yourself, check your mind, check your decision, and I am not questioning anybody's option or choice to vote for whomever they want to vote for. But you have to ask yourself, yes, these promises were made to us by our Prime Minister or our President, but is this exactly what you bargained for? Does your conscience really rest? Do you sleep well at night when you see that the chaos and catastrophe that is going on, that is affecting your own country, your own people? Don't make because of your own selfish agenda, as in this man that you see is locking up people, because obviously he is a loser. Obviously he sees foreigners as a threat to his job, a threat to America. The fact is that America was built on foreigners, which Trump is one of them. So people, ask yourself the question, was I bamboozled? Was I brainwashed? Because I think, based on target to most persons that are asked, why did you vote for this man? Knowing that he's a racist, knowing that he's a foreigner, knowing that he does not like our people, knowing that he said everything that he was going to do, knowing that this was a man that was responsible for that incursion in the city, people. something is definitely wrong. Some of you people, I don't think that you think it through, and like me say, your choice is your choice, but I think that you should know, based on just what started, that you made a wrong choice, and I think that it is only going to get worse, in my opinion, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.